Hello and welcome to Finextra. I'm Emily Haller at Cybos 2015 and I'm joined by Herve Valentin and Astrid Thorsen of Swift. Thank you both. So Astrid, how have big data challenges paved the way for business intelligence tools?
What's really important to realize is that there's many challenges. The data is very unstructured for the moment when we look at everything that's around. As well, what is another issue is that it's coming from various sources. It's not always timely, and the other problem is as well the completeness and the accuracy of the data. So where it becomes really interesting to set up some business intelligence is when you can start to use some standards and expertise in how to have all this data being gathered together. And then there's other challenges, because once you have proper data, you really need to provide it at the right person, at the right time, and really at the right moment. And so what we see is that it's not an easy thing to do, because we need to find the right type of data to different audiences. And really out of that afterwards as well secure that these different people use it properly. It's not just a question of getting the data, it's a question of getting the data and look at it, understand it and act upon it.
And regarding reference data, what are the similarities and differences?
Well, clearly similarities, probably many of them. I would highlight certainly two, which are, I believe are really very close to each other. So the first one is making sure you go to the right sources. So on the ref data side, usually you have one source. However, in a number of instances, you have various sources, and then you need to select, make sure that you provide really those best-in-class quality data. That's first similar challenge. The other one, and Astrid alluded to that, is really making sure that the data we have, the ref data we have, end up where they will be consumed. So it's really all around making sure the data, they arrive, they end up where they make sense. And so from that angle, it's probably technology, it's probably infrastructure which plays a role.
So what's Swift done to help on the reference data side, and how have business intelligence tools fitted in?
On the ref data side, so Swift has been originally always enabling financial transactions. So in other words, we have been providing since more than 30 years the BIC, for instance, which is one of the reference data really necessary when you need to make a cross-border payment. On top of that, there are a number of other reference data which are needed for any type of payments, payment routing tables, so that you know how you need to channel your payment so that it gets where it needs to arrive. I think these are clearly some good examples. I could probably add also the national codes, the sort codes, the bank identifier codes, which are often needed as well in your payment instructions. So Swift has been supporting that. Now, beyond that, there are a number of other needs in the industry that every customer is facing with these days. And so there I would probably mention the regulatory reporting, also the risk management, which assume that you can identify properly entities in the market. And so there's a crucial need to have really entity identifiers ready to be used.
And so what we see with business intelligence is that you can have different focus. So we've been providing at Swift analytics on the transactional flows of Swift over more than 10 years. And initially our focus was really on the operational aspect. So we really wanted our customers to have some efficiency and quality gains, and moreover really reduce their costs. So looking as an example at the reference data, in OBI tools we are reporting what our customers are doing, and that's how we can really help them to be much more efficient by correcting some of the wrong information. So when we see some flows that are either not processed or there's no real straightforward processing, meaning manual intervention, then we are really highlighting it to the customer to help them to really fix it in their own systems. So really the idea is you have reference data is a kind of source, BI data is a kind of reporting tool coming back to the reference data afterwards to better use it. So it's a kind of virtual circle between the two types of information.
Thank you, Astrid. Thank you, Herve.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.